Welcome to Crypto Bizz, the channel dedicated to everything crypto. This video is the next part in our series on a beginner's guide on how cryptocurrency works. In our earlier videos, you learned many things like cryptocurrency, how it works, where to buy it, and what cryptocurrency does. In this video, we will further discuss blockchain technology. As you know, blockchain is like the backbone of cryptocurrency, so let's get started. You've probably heard the phrase blockchain technology a lot in recent years, possibly in reference to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So you may be wondering, what exactly is blockchain technology? Blockchain appears to be nonsense, but only in a theoretical sense, because there's no genuine meaning that the average person can clearly understand. Understanding what is blockchain technology, including the technology used, how it works, and how it is increasingly becoming significant in the digital world is critical. Blockchain is a current technology trend that is regarded as the most revolutionary innovation. So, how can we define blockchain? In simple terms, blockchain is a chain of blocks that contains information. Each block contains a group of transactions, and once a block is added to the chain, the information it contains cannot be altered. The chain is maintained by a network of users rather than a central authority, making it resistant to tampering and hacking. Blockchain technology is a new way of storing and sharing data. It's not owned by one central entity, it's secure and transparent. It allows multiple parties to access the same information at the same time. Many people are unaware that blockchain technology has existed before the 1990s, given its widespread impact on industries ranging from finance to manufacturing to education. Blockchain technology is one of the most significant inventions of the 21st century. Since its popularity began to grow a few years ago, a wave of applications has developed, all but confirming the magnitude of its significance as the world for digital economies heats up. 1991 to 2008, the early years of blockchain technology. Stuart Haber and W. Scott Stornetta imagined what is now known as blockchain in 1991. Their first project was to make a cryptographically secure chain of blocks to make sure that the timestamps on documents couldn't be changed. In 1992, they improved their system by using Merkle trees, which are often used in blockchain technology, to make sure that the transactions are real. This made their system more efficient and let them collect more papers on a single block. Satoshi Nakamoto is commonly considered the inventor of modern-day blockchain technology. A person or group of people known as Nakamoto published a paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system in 2008, proposing a direct online payment from one party to another without the intervention of a third-party middleman. An electronic payment system founded on cryptographic evidence rather than faith. According to the proposal, here is the development of blockchain technology at a glance. 2008, August 18th, domain name bitcoin.org registered. October 31, Bitcoin design paper published. 2009, November, Bitcoin project is registered at sourceforge.net. At 6:15 GMT on January 3rd, the Genesis block was established. January 9th, Bitcoin version 0.1 was released and announced on the Cryptography mailing list. January 12th, first Bitcoin transaction in block 170 from Satoshi to Hal Finney. I hope you have a basic understanding of blockchain and its history, which most people are unaware of. Now, let's talk about some of the technical terms you might hear when people talk about blockchain. One important term is hash function. A hash function is a way to take some information and turn it into a string of letters and numbers. This string is called a hash, and it's used to represent the original information in a way that is easy to share and compare. For example, imagine you have a list of words and you want to create a short code for each word that represents it. You can use a hash function to do this. Let's say you have the word apple and you run it through a hash function. It might give you a hash like D53FBD7C. Now, every time you put apple into the hash, it will always give you that number. But even if you change a single letter or number, the hash will be completely different. So, hash functions are a way to take any piece of information, no matter how big or small, and turn it into a fixed size code that is unique to that information. This is useful for things like blockchain, where you need to take a large amounts of information and turn them into something that can easily be stored and shared. Another important term is block in blockchain. A block is a group of transactions that are recorded together. Each block is linked to the block before it and the block after it, creating a chain of blocks. For example, let's say you are using a blockchain to keep track of money transactions. Each block in the blockchain might contain a list of 10 or 20 transactions, such as Alice sent $5 to Bob or Charlie sent $2 to David. Each block contains a timestamp and a reference to the previous block, so you can see when the transactions happened and how they are all connected. In short, a block in a blockchain is a place where transactions and other information are stored. It keeps track of recent transactions and is linked to the block before it, making it a chain of blocks. This is where the term blockchain comes from. The next term used in blockchain technology is node. Node are the computer or devices that make up a blockchain network. They are responsible for recording and verifying transactions, and they play a big role in making sure that a blockchain network is secure and can't be changed. For example, imagine you have a group of friends who are using a blockchain to keep track of who owes who money. Each of your friends would be a node in the network. When one of you wants to send money to the other, the transaction is broadcast to all the nodes in the network. Each node then checks to make sure that person sending the money has enough money to actually send it, and then the transaction is valid. Once all the nodes agree that the transaction is good, it's added to the next block in the blockchain. The idea behind having many nodes is that it makes the blockchain more secure, because no single node controls the network. It is much harder for someone to hack or corrupt the blockchain, and even if a bad actor manages to hack one node, the other honest nodes in the network will still be able to keep the blockchain secure. So in simple terms, nodes are like the checkers of the blockchain network. They make sure that everything is working correctly and no one is trying to cheat. So that's how blockchain works. But are you wondering how to decode that information or decode encrypted data or blocks? Before we discuss it further, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and don't forget to share this useful information with your friends. Back on topic, how can the encoded information be decoded here? The blockchain only allows authorized parties to access it. For example, let's say you have a blockchain that is used to store medical records. These records have secret information that should only be seen by doctors, nurses, and other authorized people. To protect this information, the blockchain uses a cipher to encrypt the data before it is stored. When a doctor or nurse needs to access the records, they use a key to decrypt the data and to view it in its original form. The most common type of cipher used in blockchains is called AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. It's a symmetric key encryption algorithm, which means that the same key is used for both encryption and decryption. For example, consider the plain text message, "Hello world," encrypted with the key, "My secret key." Using the key, the AES algorithm would do a series of math operations on the plain text to get the ciphertext 9B7C9A8A9. To decrypt the message, the AES algorithm would use the same key to do the opposite operations on the ciphertext to get back the original plain text. In summary, a cipher is a method used to encrypt and decrypt data on a blockchain. It is used to protect sensitive information and keep it secure so that only authorized parties can access it. So these are the key terms used in blockchain technology, and everyone should be familiar with these key terms before learning more about blockchain. I believe you now have a clear understanding of blockchain technology, so that's a quick overview of what blockchain is, its examples, and some of the technical terms that you might hear people talk about. We hope you found this video helpful. If you want to learn more, don't miss out on a whole series of a beginner's guide to cryptocurrency. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And hit the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload new content. Thanks for watching.